Jeffrey, stage is all yours. Round of applause for Jeffrey, please.
Thank you. Yeah. So it's been a year, and when I first looked into it, I've been doing social media for the last 3.5 as a formal business. But even before then, my background is entertainment. I used to skateboard, breakdance, BMX bike, rap. You know, I'm more on a creative, artistic side, and I think along the way and looking at crypto and whatnot, I think of it as you know, the next stage. There's new tech that can be applied to all the old tech or former tech. For instance, like social media. We do live streaming, so there's in-app gifting, and there's content, these content providers, and how we're trying to improve here is like, so right now when we do the rev share, we pay out through PayPal, and they take their percentage, and then the bank, because we're based in Taiwan, the bank takes their cut too, and the money it takes a while to get to our streamers. So currently, we recently implemented is that you could pay through Mithril and MyCoin. We work with the MyCoin exchange so that they can receive their NT dollar real time. The process takes less than an hour, and people that were getting their pay per month can now get it in like an hour. And through that process, we've taken away the value that PayPal provides, and PayPal's cut, the percentage that they take, goes to our company and the streamer, and also MyCoin exchange. So we redistributed the value into the content producer, our platform, and whatnot, and we've cut out PayPal. And not to say that PayPal or Alipay or WeChat Pay or any of these will be totally disrupted by crypto and the new payment system, but there is a possibility that it's streamlined a little bit more, and there's that small incremental improvement. But I know just now I was talking about is like everybody's looking for like a game changer or the big disruption. I think and Silicon Valley has a very elitist view that, hey, if you're not doing something that's going to change the world, then you're not doing anything. But I'm like I says. We were just talking about real-world adoption. I believe that right now the key is to do something today. At least that's my goal. And when I come to the blockchain industry, is that I want to see progress 3 months from now, half year from now, within a year. I'm not looking down 3 to 5 years. I think everybody has to play their role, and there's going to be some superstar out there that is creating the next big thing, where I feel like I'm looking for a step-by-step methodical approach on when something's ready, when some kind of protocol is ready, or something new in the blockchain shows up, I can take that and apply it to my business so that I have another barrier to entry against my competitors. And when I think about the real world, I think, like I said, it's going to take everybody. Like I've looked at all these projects. I've seen great projects, but they don't have marketing, they don't have branding, they don't have sales. They don't have people that can tell the story well. Like, they can show you their product, you take a look at it, you're like, oh, that's a great product. Maybe crazy transaction speeds, or it's super secure, or you can trust this protocol. But nobody's telling a story for them, and no one is out there pushing the message for them, and they need those people. And now the current downturn in the market, right, is a bear market. I think a lot of these projects, they had the tech, they probably didn't have a financial guy on board, or a financial girl, a financial person, so maybe they didn't do good treasury management, and they're out of money, so now the VCs can play again, so they'll probably come run into the VCs for funding to continue the projects, possibly. So I think there's still it's kind of like, I think it hit a reset button right now, and that any new players in the room or that are coming in, and today, I'm surprised so many people showed up today, but You know, when I think about it, it is a reset button, and it's super early in the game. And I think this time around that now that everybody's, blockchain has everybody's attention, including mine, we can help build this together. I don't think it could be built alone by just the engineers or more tech people. It's definitely going to take financial people. It'll take marketing, sales. It's going to take leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs. You know, innovating is one thing, but applying that new technology to the real world, or how do we adapt it into something that's already going on? And you can see it. You see all the big players, all the big names are starting blockchain teams, or they're starting to explore. Maybe soon we'll see some merger acquisitions in this area. And I know that my own project, we are looking at other projects that either we work with them, maybe merge them or acquire them. We're looking to, our angle and what we provide is, in my opinion, is that we're providing, like, sometimes it's a dirty word in this business. Like, we're looking for profits, we're looking for revenue, we're looking to do a business. And maybe a lot of people come into blockchain or what have the idea that, oh, this isn't a business, this is a protocol, this is a movement, this is a culture. Sure it is. But I believe that for real world adoption, there's got to be an underlying driving force. I mean, like I said again, not everybody's going to create a Bitcoin. Not everybody's going to be Satoshi Nakamoto, where you build something badass and bail and it survives on its own. I just, that's like Picasso, right? And that's like, these great, the masters of the greats. After them, though, there's still many artists and still many good people. And when I look at it, I believe that the most important part will again be real world adoption. And I'm sure you've heard the narrative before. It's got to be easy to use. It's got to be seamless. People can't tell that they're using blockchain technology. That's a very common narrative, and I think that is the key, though. And a lot of people, like, I think 99% of the people will be need to and will be building on the adoption of crypto, and not trying to create a new protocol, or like every day when I hear all this stuff like, oh, we create something faster, more transaction speed or whatnot, it doesn't excite me. It's like, well, how are we going to use it? How can other people use it? Can someone just fix or figure out a solution to password recovery, or there's like multi-sig, there's like all these like custodial things that are coming up, and sometimes I question that. Maybe it's for sure. I believe it's going to be a hybrid. I mean, it's not going to be a pure crypto solution. So out there to find real world adoption, I think it will be about building a brand. I think it'll be about building a business, and I think those are the key points. Without that, I think this won't go as far as it could. And I believe in next year is going to be a key year where we'll see people actually finding an application for this technology. And I don't believe, that's not I don't believe, but I'm not looking to build on like, oh, DApp. And like everybody knows right now, DApps, no one's using them. So is it going to be a DApp that actually uses blockchain that gets real world adoption? I actually believe it'll be, it could be a normal app, centralized app, a dirty word, but a centralized app using this decentralized protocol, Ethereum, my favorite. And I think that by these real businesses just using Ethereum as a new technology, as a barrier to entry, as a new weapon, like business is war, and you need the newest weapon, and the newest weapon is blockchain. So you definitely got to get in there. You got to figure it out, find out what you could do to take that, apply it to your business, and then I think that will be how everybody, the first time someone really uses crypto, they probably won't know that it's crypto. So that's what we're doing. That's what, most of the people that use our current social apps, and we just launched a new one, or we just partnered with a new one, they don't know that they're doing a type of proof of work. They're posting social content. They're getting rewarded with crypto. Not everybody knows it right away, but they will eventually, or maybe never. And if you can achieve that where it's seamless, I think that's where you'll win, or will win. And I think I think I'm part of the movement, except I'm not one of the hardcore believers. I feel like I have one foot in the real world and one foot in the crypto world, and I think that's probably how it should go forward in the future. Is my personal belief, and I welcome you guys all into this crypto world. It's crazy, and it's been fun, and I definitely think that it's something exciting, and you're not late to the game, definitely not, and so I wish everybody the best, and see you guys at the show. Thank you. Okay. I think someone's going to... I don't want to leave the stage empty.
No,
Okay.
don't leave yet.
Yeah.
No,
Thank
we're
you.
not ready.
Oh,
No, so does anyone have any questions for Jeffrey? Come on. Don't be shy. Now's the time. No? No questions? I'm ready? Oh, perfect. Okay. Let me try to throw these at you. I throw like a girl, so... Woo! Well, obviously.
Hello, can you hear me? Yep.
Yeah.
These characteristics that you're talking about right now, is there any projects that you can see out in the space that are emulating these traits that you're talking about that need to be brought forth?
I think... actually, I think all the projects are really new. I look at like some of the gambling applications in crypto. I see the gaming applications. Like I'm a big time gamer. I have an esports team, League of Legends team, and then I used to play Dungeons and Dragons. Like with paper and dice, and play MUDs, text-based role playing games, and I definitely with they're doing these. These tokens or these in-app items that are going to be transferable between games. When I can't even imagine how fun that's going to be, or how they're going to have artifact items or unique items that that are traded around to different games, where you might go to a space game and use a sword from another game, whatnot. Like I hope I might get a sampling or get to play some games like that. I don't think I see it today. Right now I see kind of like what you would call a card-based game where they're collecting collectibles that they could use in games, but those games they're not exciting to me yet. There's not enough rules, or it's not deep enough. And I think aside from that, which this part leads to our talk later today, but I think exchanges, the whole STO movement, tokenizing of IP or tokenizing of property or anything, I think is definitely very exciting. And I definitely see that not going away. I see it getting regulated. I see it getting, I think it's going to get prosecuted on, and it's not prosecution for the sake of the good of the people. I think it's prosecution for the sake of competition. Like I said, business is war. I think if you try, for instance, all these SDOs or these people that are trying to do an exchange for security tokens, I think they're gonna get hit. And who's going to hit them? I think BAC, ICE, the New York Stock Exchange, backed by New York Stock Exchange, they're going to want to put their compares out of business. I'm sure they got friends at the SEC. I'm sure they have the inside track. They're going to tell them, hey, sue those guys or rock on them while they try to build up their business. So I think in that field is where I think real-world adoption will happen by next year, is definitely in maybe gaming and, like I said, securitizing or tokenizing of property.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any other questions? Oh. How's your throwing skills? Come on, give it a shot. Perfect.
Nice.
Well done.
What's up, my friend?
Yo.
So I wanted to ask you what you think about virtual reality and how you can see something like a social app that you're building. Maybe it's in your future, I don't know, about integrating into VR, obviously, like when the technology advances. And maybe I'm asking this question because I just watched Ready Player One yesterday on the plane. So it kind of got my memory thinking about a lot of cool things. So what are your thoughts on VR and possible like blockchain integration?
Well, for live streaming, we've checked out VR, which is very applicable. But it's still a little early. And that's the thing is like VR has been around a lot longer than blockchain, and it still gets people a little bit dizzy, at least me. And I think it's there. It's growing. It's a huge industry. There's tons of funding behind it. I don't think it's going away. How it applies to blockchain, I haven't even put my head around that ever. And at this instant, my mind comes up blank. I don't know how you would actually use it right away into blockchain technology. And and if that's the case, I don't believe blockchain should be applied everywhere. I don't think so. But maybe a little bit. Just like now, there are some like normal businesses, they still don't have a website, they still don't have apps, but they should. They should have at least some kind of web presence. So I think VR, how much will blockchain be involved in VR? I don't know, but maybe it's on the gaming side and whatnot. And aside from that, I've watched that movie. I wish it was here today. Like I said, I'm getting older. I hope I get to play all these games that come out in the future. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Thank you for your questions. So real-world application of blockchain, right?
I think that's key.
And yeah, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.